Greetings, warriors. Welcome back to The War Room with Jael. And I am your host, Jael. Now, for those of you who've been following along with us, or maybe even those of you who haven't, we have been discussing personal branding in this series. What it is, why it's important, what it is not, critical actions to identify and establish your brand, how much weight we should really place on other people's opinions of us, and brand survival tips. Now, to check out the videos in this past series, you can either do so by clicking on the link above or in the description box below. But stay tuned for the next installment. Have you ever encountered someone with so much power in their voice and influence in their action that you cannot help but take notice? It could be someone in your family, a local stalwart, or a known icon. Not only do they have a strong personal brand, but their brand is on fire. They influence and take action in such a way that the world shifts to their movements. Today we will consider how and why firebrands change the world's narratives. Who is a firebrand? There are several interpretations with regard to defining the term firebrand, and I will add them to the screen for comparison's sake. Okay, so we have two definitions of firebrand, one from Merriam-Webster's dictionary and the other from dictionary.com, because I thought the two together painted a more complete picture, and I even included some of the synonyms that I thought could add a little color to the definitions. So the first one from Merriam-Webster's dictionary says that a firebrand is a person who is passionate about a particular cause, typically inciting change and taking radical action, such as a political firebrand. And some of the synonyms are radical, revolutionary, troublemaker, agitator, rabble-rouser, demagogue. And the second definition from dictionary.com is a person who kindles strife or encourages unrest, an agitator, a troublemaker. Well, conventional thought may lead all of us to believe that the second definition especially, but both in many ways, has a negative tilt, and that being a firebrand is more about destruction than construction. But let's unpack that. There are those that have been provocateurs since birth, and those that have developed this muscle with experience. A firebrand is one whose revisionist mindset is etched into the fabric of their being. They are uncomfortable with comfort, and they own their space and place in the universe even when others try to deny their voice. A strong and authentic personal brand is imperative for all of us. And while everyone has the potential to be a firebrand, not everyone will metamorphose to this level. There are those for which the status quo is not an acceptable way of life and will not rest until established norms are destroyed and new mindsets and actions emerge. Firebrands ignite the future. How firebrands change world narratives. You don't change the world by trying to be like it. If you want seismic, earth-quaking revolution, then doing what has never been done is essential. In some industries, disruption is actually celebrated. For instance, in the technology sphere, figures such as Elon Musk and Steve Jobs are thought of as disruptors because they rejected what was considered the norm to forge new pathways to advance the human experience. Social justice activists disrupt and destroy establishment thought. I mean, look at the examples such as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Mahatma Gandhi. They rejected the oppression of humanity as a way of life and declared that all humans have rights, purpose, and value. Firebrands have a clear understanding that their purpose is much bigger than themselves. Firebrands identify specific issues and take bold and broad action to shift the paradigm. Their authenticity, passion, and drive support their mindset that changing the world is not pie in the sky. It is actually possible. Now, they understand that it may not take overnight, but it is absolutely achievable. They master their skills, talents, and gifts, amplifying the conviction in their own value system to break and to build. Others may see their disruption as radical. They see it as necessary. Firebrands do not erect monuments. They set fire to movements. Why the world needs firebrands. How do you know what you really believe until you are challenged to defend it? Challenge? It can make us angry, uncomfortable, maybe even sad. It can call into question belief systems that we may have held our entire lives. Good. Life is a liquid, not a solid. It flows as we grow. Firebrands challenge our mindset. They force us to think differently or stand stronger in our own voice. The point is not to agree, but to think. Brush fires in nature require displacement of animals and people, but it makes way for new growth. It may seem scary, but it is necessary. Blazing a pathway creates opportunities for the rest of us to not just see what is possible, but to embody what is possible. Well, warriors, we have come to the end of another video, and I hope it has ignited passions to be bold in your convictions and broad in your quest to change the world. Here is the challenge for this week. Name 5 people you believe to be firebrands and how you believe they change the world. Secondly, what have you learned from firebrands? And lastly, how do you feel you embody characteristics of a firebrand? Comment below with your thoughts. As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, my brave, bold, and bodacious warriors, be fearless, be faithful, be visionary, and be victorious. Hey warriors, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And be sure to hit that bell notification so you never miss an upload. Also, follow me on Twitter at War Room Coaching for even more business and life motivation. Have a visionary day.